Hey YouTube out there, this is 7 and I'm coming to you with a after run video after waterproofing all my electronics with Neverwet. I'll just be real brief in this video. Just wanted to show you a couple things to do after you're done with your mud runs. Okay, just to let you know, everything went great. I actually had this vehicle. I said I wasn't going to submerge it, but I actually got up to about this level on the truck. So let me just go ahead and pull off the top here and just go over a few things. So when you're done with your runs, you definitely want to dry things off. I took the liberty of taking an air hose and blowing off a lot of the things that were pretty decently wet. My battery here is still a little tiny bit wet, and there you can see my label is starting to come off because it's moist. If you guys don't know, lipos are fully sealed, so you actually don't need to waterproof your lipos. That's according to me. So you can see that there's a little bit of the coating on the servo there. It turns it a little bit white because it was black before. It shows up really quite a bit. If you guys don't have any of these, you should probably look into getting some. They are really cool. Releasing zip ties, which are really cool. You place it in there, and there's a little button there that can release these. This is pretty cool. I took the liberty of removing the 2mm screws here, but since I have my receiver inside this box, I was just going to check it out to see what it looks like in the inside. And there's a little bit of water right here on the tray. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Hopefully you can, but I do have a water port here just to let some of the water drip out, and you can see some of the water dripping out. So even though this was semi-sealed, it's still, the water level did get above the box, and it let some water in. I didn't take any care into sealing it because I had the Neverwet on there. So I figure I will take the air hose to this, just lightly sprayed out. I don't want to blow the Neverwet off. That would be detrimental, of course. So I will leave this out overnight, just kind of open to air dry. I'll try to take out all the drops that I can. I'll just take this stand out of here. So there you have it. It is ready to go again. So I didn't have any problems whatsoever. Here's my AE2 speed controller. It performed flawlessly, no hiccups whatsoever. One other thing that I would recommend, and I haven't done this yet to my truck, is to really seal your axles with grease. So if you haven't done that, what I would recommend is to remove your wheels, because there's a bearing at the very end of the axle. What that's going to allow it to do is to get a little bit of air into that area. It's not going to be all closed off and starting to rust, so it doesn't hold the moisture right in that area. So that's what I would do. One other note is that I did actually take my hot glue gun. I'm sure you guys know what that looks like. And I sealed up there. On these tires, there's two holes, 180 degrees from each other, and I sealed them up, so now these actually hold air. That way, when I go creek running, my foams don't get contaminated and all mucky, because then you'll have to replace them after a while. So these tires are soft enough that having them hold a little bit of air isn't a big deal. So that's my after run video with the Neverwet. Like I said, I got this thing fully submerged. And it worked like a champ. So far, so good. Like I said, I am taking a risk by doing this, but I think it's worth the risk. It's kind of neat. It'll help all you guys out there. Maybe help you guys waterproof your vehicles and protect them. For $20, I think it's quite the investment to waterproof your electronics. So this is 7, and I'm going to sign off for right now that I've torn everything apart and get everything cleaned up. Take care.